If you want to know what you may have been doing or not doing that's stopping you from finding and holding the love of your life, this is the video for you. This video is part one of my two-part series on sex and spirituality. Please give yourself the gift of patience today because I will be sharing 3 vital secrets you can use to transform the sexual and spiritual parts of your life. I won't pull any punches, so your time will be well spent. Hello, I'm Marvin Glenn, the Singing Sage. Just in case you're here with me for the very first time today, please hear these 2 statements before we begin. While you listen to my words, I ask that you ignore your programmed mind and depend on how you feel in your heart and your gut. The second statement is this: the one foundational knowing on which all of my songs and videos are happily based is that none of us on earth are exclusively human. We all are also infinite, non-physical, or spiritual creators, using our human bodies to create, enjoy, and learn from our experiences and adventures here on earth. Thank you for listening. To begin, I want to define the 2 concepts we'll be exploring today: sex and spirituality. For these 2 videos, when I talk about sex, I'll be dealing with human sexuality as a sacred part of our physicality. For me, our sexuality is a natural way for us all to enjoy the pleasurable sensations of our bodies and, of course, to procreate our children. And for me, the more important part of the experience is sex as a powerful and exciting way for us to express our love and to connect with another person. Again, for me, connection or unity is the most precious and fulfilling part of the sex act itself. The concept of spirituality is often much more difficult to discuss because it can mean different things to different people. For our purposes today, I'm defining it in this way: spirituality is our basic truth as beings. In fact, it is life expressing itself in and through all of creation, physical and non-physical. In other words, everything that exists is and has its being in the spirituality of life. Some of this information may sound strange or too weird to consider, but please bear with me. Down deep, you may have forgotten these things, but your heart never forgets. So while you listen, please be aware of how your heart responds. When we search for love, so many of us have forgotten what we already know: that the part of us that actually controls every one of our decisions, choices, and actions is our subconscious mind. For today, we'll be exploring 2 powerful parts of our subconscious mind because they control and sabotage us in devious ways we really need to remember. The first part is our ego, and the other part I'll be revealing in a minute. So what is this thing we call our ego? It's the story of our life. We created that story by just living life. There's something we do with our stories that causes us most of our problems in life. We identify with our ego, our story. We think to ourselves, I am that story. That's who I am. And that, my friend, is the problem. Yes, we created our stories, but we are not our stories. They're just something we created along the way. You know what also lives in our story? It's a forgotten part of us that most of us have ignored and hidden from for a long time. For most of it, it's something or someone we're scared to look at and love. That scary monster inside of all of us is just our scared and lonely inner child. Still with me? Good for you, because I'm reminding you of something huge here. And if you embrace this information and act on it, you'll walk away today empowered to really love yourself and your special someone. Our inner child has been our darkest personal secret for a long time. When we dare to look closely at our hurting little child, we find all our pain from our early childhood still festering right there in their broken heart. You know what I'm talking about. Those mean and scary traumas we had no control over as little kids. The ways we reacted to those painful experiences created our little child in the first place. We felt pain for the first time and we didn't know what to do with it. It hurt so much that we quickly decided to lock it all up in a cold place inside of us, turn off the light, and never go back there again. Now that we consciously remember this part of ourselves, what do? We accept and love our little child. When we finally face, embrace, and let love erase our child's pain, which is our pain, we can finally find and truly love someone else. But not until then. Not until we've embraced our old emotions without judging them, and then forgiven ourselves and the people who motivated us to create those dark emotions in the first place. After all, they were just playing their role in helping us create our story. This is so important that I've created another video about the inner child, and I'll leave a link in the description below so you can watch it also. The video is called The Shadow. Let me show you now the big mistake most of us have been making when trying to meet and love someone who's right for us. Again, it's not what you're probably thinking. Who's the most important person in your life? You, right? Nothing wrong with that. It's true for me too. But you know why that's true? It's because you are the one, in fact, the only one who is creating your world. You are the boss. When we accept this fact, we start to grow up. We stop pointing our finger at other people and blaming them for our misery. Our feelings of victimhood disappear because we've taken back our power to create our lives the way we want them to be. But the next question then is, what happens when the boss isn't consciously aware of the emotions that their little inner child is sitting on? What happens when those emotions get triggered by the one person they're hoping to love? You already know what happens because you've experienced it for yourself. The boss loses control and screws up the relationship, usually before it can even get started. Then what? Well, for me, I stop automatically blowing my opportunities for connection by doing something radical. I mentally step out of my body, turn around, and watch me, myself. I become an observer of me. I watch how I move. I listen to my words and to how I say them. I watch how I handle my own thoughts, and I really focus on how my partner responds to me. Then I ask myself, do I like what I see? Do I like how I see myself being? Is there something I could improve about me and about how I behave? While this is happening, if my little child's emotions have been triggered, I freeze myself, stop talking, and ask myself, what is my child showing me right now that I need to heal? Every time I ask that question, the answer comes, either immediately or a little later. Seeing me from outside of me for the first time was a real shock. Exactly the kick in the teeth I needed. This all brought me to the place where I stopped believing and listening to my thoughts, which mostly come from my old story and beliefs about life anyway. That's when I started seeing myself in a different way, as a person separate from my thoughts and even from my body. That's when I started asking myself, who am I? And why am I here? We're almost there now, and at the most important answers to life. You'll be really empowered if you stay. Those big questions, who am I and why am I here, demanded answers. And when I went looking for the answers, they came. Okay, so here they are, and these answers to life are true for all of us. The first question is, who am I? I am an individual expression of the prime creator of this universe, and so are you. We all are one with our soul, and our soul is one with the prime creator. And do you get what that means? Yep, there's only one of us in the room. Next, the answer to why am I here? We're all here serving our eternal souls. They want and need our experiences, dramas, and adventures so they can grow in their wisdom and power. They also just want to have some fun through us. So, can you handle your greatness? Are you choosing to live now as who and what you really are? Can you imagine how your sexual and spiritual experiences can beautifully merge and how your life will improve by accepting these answers as your own? I don't know, of course, how you will choose to use this information to improve your own life, but this is how I've changed mine. I have moved my attention and intentions away from my mind and back to my heart, the core of my being. Living more and more consciously from my heart has transformed everything. My perceptions, my love life, my thoughts, and my actions. You can work the same magic in your life if you really want to. The link showing here is to part 2 of this series on sex and spirituality. It completes the picture and empowers you to truly run your life your way. If you're ready to connect with your inner child now and benefit from your relationship with them, here's the video I mentioned earlier. Thank you for being here with me for a while today. I'd really like to know what you think and feel about what I've just shared with you. Please feel free to comment below because I'll be reading them and replying to as many as I can. If you want the pleasure of helping other people find my videos, those special buttons below the video are yours to enjoy. Thank you. I wrote today's song for my beloved Sarah. It's called Living to Be Loving You.
From slumber I awake each morning and turn to embrace the beauty of you. There's something in my soul that won't leave me be, a gentle raging fire, a breathless come to me. I listen to you breathe beside me, and in my happy heart I'm smiling. Dark times are behind me, forever gone from view, for I am living to be loving you. The sound of your voice is the magic of melodies, singing through eons of time. The way you smile and hold my hand fills my heart with joy, makes my living grand. There's something in the way you hold me that makes me want to stay forever. Timeless is our union, all my dreams have come true, for I am living to be loving